So you get the boys into the arena for the first time, and you'll have your first skate in a couple of hours' time, and I would imagine that's a big step forward for you.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. You know, we've been going through a lot trying to get the guys in and get them situated and housed and everything else that goes along with it. So it's finally nice to get on the ice and get this group out there and hopefully get a few good skates in before Coventry.
You said to me the other day it'd be nice for you to actually become a coach again and get back to the coaching, because I think a lot of people don't appreciate just what goes on in the weeks and months ahead of a season, and actually coaching's probably the last thing from your mind at those times.
Yeah, I think the whole off-ice group, have done a great job trying to get the guys in and just everything that goes along with getting them here and making sure they hit the ground running, that they got everything they need, and when you're dealing with 20 guys and 15 different houses and trying to make sure we do right by the guys and right by the team. So I think it's been a long process, especially the last couple of weeks getting things going, but it's finally good to get back to what I'm paid to do and coach.
Whilst they haven't been on the ice, they've been working out. I've just been to the Institute of Sport and watched them. I got tired just looking at them. I mean, Jamie's put them through hell, hasn't he, the last couple of days?
Yeah, it's a big focus this year is on our off-ice fitness, and obviously having the EIS is huge. It's steps away from our home here. Jamie's put them through the paces. It's something we're going to continue all year. And a lot of positive feedback. The guys love it. They're all in great shape. All the boys came in great shape, and they want to continue that. And Jamie is, he's the best in the business. And like I said, he demands a lot from the guys, and so far they've given it. So it's been good.
Hard to tell because you haven't seen them yet, but the new guys seem to have settled in very well in their first few days. I know Drew only got here yesterday, but Sean and Yorgi as well. Yeah,
I went out for dinner with Drew last night, and I didn't actually even realize how many of these guys have actually played together. In the past, whether it was when they were kids or junior or pro, and so we seem to have ties all over the team. And so it made it a lot easier for guys coming in, a familiar face here and there, and. It's not a hard room to settle into, and the British boys are pretty accommodating. So all in all, I think everything looks good in the early doors, and just looking forward to getting on the ice now.
Okay, just finally, Coventry Saturday. I know it's exhibition. Fans will want to show, they'll want everything as normal right off the bat. But what are you looking to get out of Saturday and Sunday? Just
get out there and get these guys some game shape. Obviously you want to win every game you go out, but it's important to get these guys back on the ice, and you can practice and you can run the track and you can do all that, but there is nothing like getting out and playing some games in what we call game shape. And I think it'd be good. It'd be good to mix the lines up, mix the guys around, and it's obviously going to be competitive. Coventry have a competitive team. They're going to be gunning hard, and but our guys will be ready. And I think it just good preparation for leading into the big show next Saturday.
Righty, training camp. You've been through 8 of them already with the Sheffield Steelers. Is this one any different?
In some ways, possibly. I mean, we've got some new faces in again, but I think it's just the anticipation for the upcoming season is possibly a bit greater than it has been even in the past, and also having a stable summer where there's been lots of preparation and off-ice stuff happening to be excited about, and for the fans to be excited about. That's been a bit of a break from the turmoil of the last few summers where everyone's biting their nails.
It's been boring, hasn't it?
Well, I suppose some people might put it that way. Yeah, but from a player's perspective and from a fan's, I guess everyone involved, all the sort of stakeholders in the team, they're all quite happy with the direction things are headed. So it's just the anticipation. I think is just everyone could feel something building, and we're looking forward to getting into it.
Why are we all more excited this year? What's special about those group of guys behind you? Is it just the depth, or is it the quality of the depth?
I think it's a bit of both. I know personally, for playing here for so many years and being short-staffed at different points in time, and not rolling 6 defensemen, at least for the start here, and perceivably for the year, that'd be brilliant. I mean, that's sort of a return to North American days and hopefully with extra bodies we can play that much harder and that much more physical throughout the season. So that's definitely one aspect of it, but I guess the other is, like you say, maybe a bit more quality. I think we've made some improvements on last year, although we haven't been on the ice yet together, so it's always interesting to see how guys will gel. But we do have, I think, just from the few days and a little bit of time spent with them so far, I think we've got some quality people, and some talented players from what I hear, so it should be a good mix.
For those of us who've never played it, explain the big difference between having 5 and 6 defencemen in a game situation and what the actual physical difference is in that.
There's numerous differences. One of them, just from a comfort sort of standpoint, is playing with the same player, shift in and shift out, and not changing so much as a 5-man rotation might do. It means a lot to recognizing situations on the ice and knowing what your partner is going to do, and kind of getting a feel for each other that you can build on game in and game out. Beyond that, situations like penalty kill or injuries, it just means that you don't have 3 or 4 guys on and off the ice for 40 minutes one night for maybe 3 games in a row, and then quite worn out for the next couple of weeks. An extra body can go a really long ways, and again, just up the tempo. Everyone gets 2 rests between shifts rather than 1 or 2 every 2 shifts on a 5-man rotation. So it should equate to more physical play and just more energy all around.
And just finally, do you still get as excited at the start of another campaign as you did 10 years ago?
I get more excited.
Yeah.
It's could be a tough game to leave, I think, when it does happen, because the more you move on, the older you get, and the more other commitments you might have in your life, the more you appreciate the hockey side of things. So,
did you get a good feeling as we start this campaign?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I say, there's some guys that I played against in junior who I know are quality players who are on the team now, and some of the reports on other players are really good. Plus the guys that we've added, like Shields and that, these sort of guys that we all know, they're sort of proven quantities. So it's I think we're stacking up as good as anyone, if not better.